Today I choose to follow you.
Good morning. It's Friday, the 15th of October, and I trust that you're excited about the weekend that lies ahead and that you've already made your plans as to which service you're going to attend this Lord's Day so that you can be a blessing to those that you go and meet with and fellowship with in the church on this Lord's Day. And may the Lord bless you in the service that He prepares for you, the word that He prepares for you from the preacher that you're going to be listening to. This is Coffee with God, Matthew chapter 6, verses 6 and 7, Matthias hoofstuk 6, vers 6 en 7. En hier's 'n bietjie koffie. As jy tee het, kan dit dalk 'n bietjie langer vat om by julle uit te kom. Daar's dalk 'n koneksieprobleem as jy tee drink, nee, maar koffie kom uit dadelik deur. Is baie lekker. Matthew chapter 6, verse 6. Remember, this is the Sermon on the Mount, die bergprediking, waar Jesus vir sy disippels en vir Christene uitlê alles wat ons veronderstel is om te weet van die Christenlewe. Hoe leef 'n mens jou Christenskap uit? And yeah, he talks about prayer, and he says, but when you pray, go into your inner room, close your door, and pray to your Father who is in secret. And your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. And when you are praying, do not use meaningless repetition as the Gentiles do, for they suppose that they will be heard for their many words. Now, let me say right at the outset that when we pray, it's not the content or the quality of our prayer. It's not the repetition, the zeal, the words we use, that we get the right formula that enables God to hear us. The only reason God hears us is because we're redeemed, because He is our Father. When you pray, go into your room, close your door, and pray to your Father. It's very important to understand that you're in personal relationship through Jesus Christ with God the Father. And when you go into your room and you pray, God will reward you. It's like my cell phone. I can phone somebody if I have their number. I can make a connection with somebody if I know how to dial that number, what their number is that will open up the connection. And the thing that opens up the connection for us is Jesus Christ. And so going into your closet or going into your room and praying to your Father, it's about being a person of prayer, being a person who shuts out what other people's opinion and what other people think and what other people's focus is, and focusing in on God. It's not about becoming secretive. It's about becoming one with your Father, excluding others and focusing on Him. You know, so often when Christians pray, then they use this Christianese and they use this formula. And oftentimes we pray, but we're actually just giving a formula or a ritual, and when actually what we should be doing is focusing on God and allowing God to excuse me, it was just an interruption. But you see, this is why you must go into your secret room and focus on God, not on other people. As you focus on other people, they pull your thinking and your thought process away from that which God. So oftentimes when we pray, we get into this Christianese, we get into this ritual, we get into this formula, and we don't even switch our will on. Ons sit nie eers ons wil aan nie. Ons skakel nie eers ons brein aan. Ons dink nie eers ons bid, God seën my pa, seën my ma, seën my werk, seën my dag, seën my. Is dit die wil? Is dit wat jy wil hê? We don't even switch on our heart. We don't pray from our hearts. And that's the idea behind this. It's not through meaningless repetition as the Gentiles do. It's not just praying a formula. It's about a relationship and praying the will of God. That's why ask things in my name and you will receive. When you who is in secret and your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. It's about getting your heartbeat in tune, in sync with God's heartbeat, knowing the will of God and praying the will of God into your day, into your relationships, into your agenda, into your program for the day, into the meetings that you're going to have, into the conversations that you're going to have. What's your will? What's your desired outcome for that interaction? It's not just, Lord, bless this meeting. What is the blessing? Think about it. Go into your room. In other words, quieten down. Isolate yourself. Think a little bit. Switch on that brain and operate for God. Ask Him to come in and really impact and make the difference in the specific way that you want Him, you will Him to. And as you focus on God and not on what other people expect and not what you think and not what religion pushes you to want to expect, it's as you focus on God in the quietness of your inner room, you will know His heartbeat and you will pray His will be done on earth as it is in heaven, which He goes on to give us the Our Father in Matthew 6. This is the introduction. 6, 6 and 7 is the introduction to die Onse Vader in Matteus 6. So fokus op God, raak stil en hoor sy hartklop, laat dit jou hartklop wees. Kom en sing met God en dan bid jy. En jou Vader wat sien, dit wat jy in die geheim doen, dit wat jy in jou binnekamer doen, hy sal jou beloon. Isn't that awesome? Won't you pray? Think about. Don't just pray for the service on Sunday. Don't just pray for the church service. Don't just pray. Be quiet before God and hear His heartbeat and say, Lord, what would you have me pray for the outcome for this service this Sunday that I'm going to be attending, Lord willing. May you have a wonderful weekend and enjoy the rest of this Friday as well. And come out of your closet with a prayer focus, with a God focus. It's not about jumping behind closed doors and doing things in secret. It's about quietening your soul before God and God alone. And become a prayer. Become a person who, not with meaningless repetition, but just those short little one-word prayers. And God knows your heart and you know His heart. And He'll finish your sentence. And He'll grant you the desires of your heart. Isn't that an awesome thought for this Friday? May you be blessed.